All right. I am live. I'm going to wait a few seconds before I get started so I don't have to back up and start the story over. So when you come in, please hit that like button, hit subscribe and share. You're going to want to share this one. You are going to want to hear this story. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you. You are going to want to hear this. Hey, come on in. I have some news, inspiration. Get in here. I'm calling you forward. Like my new mug? Yes. Argue with myself about getting this one. Kote Kote. I'm going to wait a few more seconds before everybody comes in. Oh my God. I told my coach today, I said, I'm gonna light it up. I'm gonna light up YouTube today. Light it up. This is it. Said I'm lighting it up. Come on in here. Now I posted it on my Instagram, my Facebook business page, my ordinary Facebook page. Where else? I don't know where else, but I'm trying to get everybody in here because I need you to hear this. You need to hear this. Grab something to drink. Grab a pen. Grab a pen. Do tell. Yes, yes, yes. OMG. I'm going to give it one more minute. I'm going to get started. Because I believe in when it's time to talk and things are ready to go, it's time to do. And my channel is easy to find. I don't understand how some people have a hard time trying to find my YouTube channel. Alicia, Be So Light. 1 L in there, not no 2 L's. So I think what's happening, people are typing in like 2 L's. And I'm like, nope, it's 1 L. I did it on purpose like that. Hold on. Hey, there you are. Come on in. Hit that like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Come on in. You're not going to want to miss this. Hit that like button when you come in because I want this to go. This is it, people. We're getting real. I couldn't wait to hurry up and get home after some dangerous things I was doing out there. Shopping. Okay. So I see people are in. Cool. Hit that like button. Share for sure. Hey, Cabell. Come on in, girlfriend. Come on in. Nice to see you. Come on in. My phone is just going crazy right now. I'm waiting because I don't want to start and then I have to back up to start telling people what happened. Okay. Make sure you have pen and paper. This is directly how Spirit was really guiding me to talk about it on the way home, and was really wanting to make sure people understand how important it is right now in this time that we're in and what's about to take place. So, okay, everybody, remember last week when we were doing the when I put it out there on Instagram and I said, hey, I need you guys' support. I have my Sundancer brother and his wife. She was just diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. It's, for whatever reason, it's in the liver. It has gone to the pancreas. It's in the stomach. She's got all kind of things happening. And they were just, it was like I got the call. He said, hey, I need your help. This is what's going on with her. We started the medicine right then and there. So got it started, was implementing. Now, the reason why I'm calling all of you forward as the healers that you are, when we hit this eclipse that's coming in on Saturday around 11 o'clock or so at night as well. Hey, darling, welcome. Hit that like button. Come on in. When we hit that eclipse energy, that's going to titrate you in to your higher frequency of your higher self and your light body self. You're going to have more activations coming in. It's time to wake up. So this is where you're going. On top of that, we're moving into 7/7/2020. When you add those numbers up, it breaks down to a number 9. So we're moving into a really high frequency of energy, and all healers need to step up. It's time for you to start doing what you came here to do. It's not like, okay, I'm going to do a little bit. No. This is your time. This is your time to step in. This is your time to grasp that passion. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you what happened. So here, she's in the vortex, death energy, Cancer. Cancer means to eat at oneself. So every time when we stuff down an emotion, every time when we don't get to that point of forgiving ourselves, when we don't live from our passion, when we don't live in a place of happiness and love and joy, those things that propel us forward to go do what we need to do in life, and how we come to this planet to be of service and have a purpose. Okay? So for her to be in that energy of death, Cancer, eating at oneself, and I get the phone call and they put me on speaker, and I said, okay, here's the question. This is what every healer needs to understand. When you step in and you allow yourself to be the conduit for healing, you have to ask this question before you proceed to be the conduit for this energy work to anchor in for your client. You have to ask it. You have to go there and say, okay, this is the situation. You have stage 4 cancer. How do you feel about this? What's going on in your life? What are you really upset about? Thank you for coming in. Hit that like button. Thank you. Thank you. What are you upset about? What is eating at you that's caused this cancer? You're at a stage 4. And usually when you hear stage 4 cancer, you're like, we're just going to probably go on hospice, do the morphine drip. This is it. Most people will take that and they will exit. They'll go ahead and exit fast. But being the healer and the practitioner, you have to sit there and ask this question to your client and say, do you want to stay or do you want to go? Do you want to stay on this physical earth plane or do you want to leave? Because I will support you in any choice that you choose. I will support you. If you want to be comfortable, you want to just go and release your body, drop your robe. That's what we say in native tongue. You're going to drop your robe. Come on in, hit the like button. Thank you for your support. You're going to drop your robe. Or are you going to fight? Because if you're going to fight, I will take you there. I will take you to the edge where you have to go to see what is the root origin cause of your cancer. Period. You're going to have to help surrender your client to that place where they're going to have to go to do that. You have to be that conduit for it. So I asked her again, I need to know. You're calling upon me to help you. My heart walks with you. I'll be there for you. But I have to know, are you staying or going? And what is your soul truth? What is your soul truth? She says, I want to stay. I want to live. I don't feel like it's my time to go yet, but I was just told I have stage 4 cancer. And I said, forget about the diagnosis. That's just your alert to let you know that your physical body has taken a hit. And now you have to find out, why is this here? What's eating at you? What's eating at you? What is the eating at you? What is it? Here's the beautiful part. In that moment, she gets really quiet. I said, what has been the most deepest, darkest secret that you don't want anybody to know about that's eating at you? And do you know what she says? She says, well, I know exactly what that is. And I said, what? When I was young, I had an abortion. And I remember what happened to me, the interaction with my mother, how that felt. I felt shamed. I felt condemned. And I never got over that. At age 18. And here she is, further up in age, in her 50s, 60s, in that area. 18. So now you have this hanging out in the body, growing a nice big mass, tumor, encapsulated, hanging out in the body, sending out all these other cells. And I said, okay, well, are you ready to forgive yourself and let that go? She goes, how do you forgive yourself? And then she starts to cry. She starts to release it. And I said, oh, we're going in, because this is where the battle begins. So we start that dialogue. We get that going. I start running frequencies. We start to talk that out. I start saying, now you're going to tell your cells, you're going to have to go there. And I said to her just like this, you have to flip the switch and go into spontaneous healing to bring that light energy, that divine light energy into your body, into spirit form first, so it can come into your physical body. And I told her, I said, here's that precious gift. And I'm going to say it to you how it was said to me 20 something years ago when I had to make a battle for my life. And my healer asked me this question. And now I'm going to pass it on to you. If A is cancer, what does B have to be in order to get C? What does it have to be? What are you willing to do for B to get the solution of C? And she got kind of quiet. She goes, well, I really wasn't too good in algebra. And I said, neither was I. I fell out on the floor with that combination. What do you mean? I don't have time to do algebra for this. My life is on the line. I said, and I know the feeling of what you're saying to yourself. So I said, what are you willing to do for B to get C? And she says, I'm willing to surrender and I'm willing to fight. And I said, game on. Let's get ready to rumble. So we went into it. Got her lined up with her frequencies. I started the detox frequency on her. I started anchoring in that light. I said, you are going to do this work. And what's going to come up, you're going to be between this world and the spirit world. And you will have a visit from the angel of death. Because the angel of death is going to come and ask you, do you want to come or go? Are you staying? Are you going? And it happened exactly the way I told her. She had 2 visits. And I said, you got to get ready, because sometimes when he shows up on the 3rd one, he wants to test you and see, are you going to stay? Or are you going to go? So she got 2 visits. So week goes by. She's in the 2nd hospital, getting ready to have the major surgery. But here's what happens. She goes through a CT scan. She passes out. She drops in the bathroom. They run almost like an emergency code on her. Her blood pressure dropped. They had to give her blood. They had to give her saline solutions to pump her up, and then get her ready to transfer to another specialty hospital where they had to do the resectioning to get the bypass the section of the her intestinal tract that was not working, that was totally not functioning. And that's when we all came together and we did the yoga, the breath. We're sending prayers out to her so she could do that, survive that surgery, so she could get through that. So she makes it through the surgery. It went well. She gets the visit from you know who. And then all of a sudden, she starts seeing all these different light things coming in. Her body gets hit with all of this light. She starts feeling things. She's getting messages. She's having vision. She has to physically do battle with something that's coming towards her. And she's telling it, no, I'm staying. So she does her battle. And then she finally gets to the point where she has the strength after she has the surgery. The doctor comes in and says, oh, how are you doing with pain? She goes, I really don't have any pain. I've had a lot of weird dreams. Could I please not have any more of that pain medication? So we talked about the pain medication. We got her situated. So speeding forward, she finally is discharged. Now I'm in contact with them, making that phone call, anchoring, holding space. She finally makes it home. And this was about a few days ago. I'm still talking. Okay, how is she doing? She's eating. Great. Yay. Okay, we got to get the body strong enough so she can go back in. do the surgery. And she talks about, I'm feeling like that tumor is going to be gone. I said, I'm feeling like it's going to be gone too, because that's associated with when you were 18. It's encapsulated, representing that. And so a couple days go by, working on the body to get eliminations going. And last night, the husband gets all of the lab work, and he's sitting in the living room. She's sleeping, and he says, okay, let me see how this looks now, because she's moving through so much high frequency energy. She's getting downloads. Her body's rejuvenating. She's remembering her vision. She's remembering all these messages coming through, and her body has been going through shivers, and she feels like all these cells are being rejuvenated. I said, we sent those cells a new frequency of love, because cancer cells are cells that forget what it means to love. They forget what love energy is. That's what we worked on. So next thing you know, he's reading, and all of a sudden he sees biopsy done during the surgery of the liver, cancer, negative. Biopsy done of the pancreas, negative. Biopsy done into the intestinal tract, negative. She is no longer stage 4 cancer. He about fell out of his chair. He said, oh my God, why didn't they tell me this? He sends it to me over here in this paperwork, and why didn't he tell me that they couldn't even find it? And I say, you know what? Because she made a choice. She made an immediate choice to flip the switch. And when you have to heal something, you have to go up into that realm and be there so you can flip that switch. This is stage 4, what she was told. And I said, you flipped the switch. You said, no, I'm going to stay. So immediately your body was already making process. It was already doing it. You made that choice to stay. So she still has to go in and finish doing more battle to keep this energy anchored. And a lot of healing came up. She needed to speak her truth to family. She needed to say what she needed to say, to her son, and all kind of things that bubbled up for her to get that healing and to release that emotional stuff. This is the true key to your healing, as well as for us as healers, as well as when we are being conduits to help our clients to heal. This is the key. And I can't stress this enough for all of you to step forward in your true divine self and own it. If you have a calling and you're passionate about something, I need for you to step forward and claim it. I know it looks kind of wonky-tonk out there and it's all weird, but you have to kind of separate yourself from the false energy that's going on and stay in the true energy of Mother Earth. What does Mother Earth heartbeat say? How are we connected to Mother Earth and receiving that? And then how is our divinity, our divine self, moving into our crown and joining into our heart and our soul? You have to now move into that heart and soul connection and make that journey. So I really wanted to call every single one of you in here, and the others can watch this video afterwards. But I really wanted to share this because it's very crucial from tomorrow all the way up to the 7th on how all of us are going to be making changes in our life, how all of us are going to reevaluate things that work for you or don't work for you anymore. And you have to be true to yourself. You have to represent that because you are becoming that conduit of the highest form of service. This is what you came here to do. You came here to be your true, divine, authentic self. Period. Period. That's what you came here to do. And along the way through the journey, you're meeting people that are going to help push you in that direction, help you anchor into that light. And I thought this is really interesting because this week, this has been bubbling up around a lot of people I love and I'm connected to in the heart. Thank you for the hearts and that beauty of questioning. Am I supposed to be still doing this? Am I supposed to, am I passionate about this? I even saw Kelly Rawson, who is an astrologist, who comes on and she does her monthly reads for all the signs. And I've been following her for maybe about 2 or 3 years. And it was so funny. She popped on last night and I turned it on and I was like, whoa, something major is going on, because for her to say what she's saying, this ties in with everybody else, what they're feeling. And I love this. She makes her YouTube video and she says, hi, I know I haven't been around. I know I haven't made any posts for all of you, because her background and everything was different. I said, well, what's going on with her? Something's up. And she says, I am no longer going to be doing the weekly astrologies like I've been doing for this amount of time. I woke up and I didn't have the inspiration to do it anymore. I was questioning myself. She says this wonderful astrologist who's well known for everything what she does. I no longer had the connection to be on that level of what I wanted to do. I'm having more fun putting together my teachings for my workshops, my online programs, connecting with people in that way. And now I'm not feeling called to do this anymore. And I wanted to come on here and tell you, this is why you haven't seen any new information. I wanted to share this with you because I am going through transformation. And she started naming off all the planets that were on her back and who Saturn was moving and Uranus is moving and then Pluto is doing its thing. And she explained it all. And she says, I'm going through transformation and I have to honor where I am. And I was like, yay, Kelly! 11 o'clock at night. So I share this with all of you because right about now, you're probably questioning yourself. Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I connected to what I'm doing? Is there something else going on? Am I supposed to be doing this? What does it feel like? This is where we now sit with our higher self and ask ourselves these questions and say, soul, my heart, my divine my benevolent light team, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? And what's frustrating, we want an instant answer like this. We want clarity right now. But sometimes we have to sit and just wait for that divine answer. And it will come to you through someone's voice. It will come through a TV. It will come to you through a passing in a grocery store. You'll hear something that makes you go, ooh, and you'll get that message. So I really came to the call of action when Spirit was on me. I even told Marty, I said, I'm going to light it up today. Get on YouTube. I'm going to get people on there and tell them this is what's happening. Because to have something spontaneously change in your life means you connect to the highest frequency of divineness of your God self, your creator self, and you become that. And you move through that. So I wanted each and every one of you to hear this news of how a woman 2 weeks ago was almost given a death sentence of stage 4 cancer, because when you hear that, she automatically was like, stage 4, this is it. And I said, it's only it if you want that to be it. It's your free will. You can flip the switch anytime you want. But you have to, if you're going to stay, you have to be willing to fight. You're going to have to go to the edge of death and deal with your shadows, deal with your unforgivens, deal with your apologies. I talked about that yesterday. The power in apologies and forgiveness, it literally helps people to heal. It literally helps people to move forward. This is why I talked about it. And I said, some of us are just waiting for an apology on something that deeply hurt us, and we're waiting on an apology. And if you know for a fact you can give an apology for something that was wrongly done, do it. Clean it up. Because not only do you get the healing, you just passed on the gift of the healing to the person so they can move forward. If something needs to be forgiven, forgive yourself first for holding that energy, holding that anger, holding that frustration. Forgive yourself first for holding that energy. And then forgive the energy of the person, place, thing, or situation so you can let it go. This is key now, because going into 5, moving into that dimension, you have to be able to anchor into that light. You cannot take your 3rd dimension bullcrap with you to 5. You're either going to stay on 3 or step on 5. Which is it? I hope you come with me to 5. Get on 5. Let's take that ride. Get on 5. Get on there. So this weekend, everyone, you have that divine right to call forth the activation of your quantum DNA, the activation of your light body self, the activation of your God-seated light within you, because we've been sleeping for a long time. So all of these things need to be activated. You have the right to ask for that, and you take your divine soul blueprint self and ask for that. So it's activated. But just hold on, because you might get a ride of a lifetime. It might be a little fast. All right. Does everybody understand what I'm talking about? Put it in the chat. Anybody have any questions? Put it in the chat. Felt really good. 4-4. Hey. Is everyone good? Looks like everyone's good. Okay. So I wanted to share that with you. Drink all your water. Get yourself situated for this weekend coming up. Where do you want to be when this energy starts coming in? Where do you want to be? I think I'm going to be in Shasta. I'm thinking. Time to go up to Shasta to go do some downloads. The Lemurians are highly active, and the Andromedans are highly active. And the nine are highly active right now. So it's time for initiation, it's time for downloads, and it's time for anchoring. And the grid light is really active on how that light is being anchored into our planet right now. We have to wake up. Okay? All right. I just wanted to share that with everybody. I just couldn't wait. She went from a stage 4 to documentations of negative biopsies, negative. I was like, damn, she flipped that switch and got lit up with that divine light that came through her. Her stories are incredible. So I'm hoping to talk her into writing a book, because each person that goes through a spontaneous healing, you have to write that book. Now she has to stay anchored to keep it for a whole year. That's the trick. You can't drop down into 3. You can't live on that. And what brings your energy down is resentment, fear, doubt, worry, not good enough, feeling as though you can't do whatever you're going to do, negative thoughts, negative patterns, talking to yourself, putting yourself down, all of that stuff. The unforgiven, the not received apologies, all of that. Okay? All right. Everybody, I'm going to leave you with a frequency. I'm going to have you get ready for these frequencies. 777, you definitely want to put that down as part of your codes to download into you when you work with frequency work. Also, everyone, I want you to know that Marty, she is a graduate practitioner of Spiral Light. And if she is my first graduate student of Spiral Light, she received her initiation downloads on the mountain in Mount Shasta with her Lemurian. Now, I'm going to tell you something. The Lemurian crystal that she picked out was one that I saw a few days beforehand, because I went up there with someone else, and then she wanted to go up and go do her thing. And I'm like, okay. And I already looked at this crystal and I said, oh, this is a nice crystal, but it's not for me. It's for somebody else. I put it back. That's the crystal she picks up so many days later, and she gets it. And I'm like, so good. I love it. So 777 is the divine coded frequency that joins you into that creator energy. So when I say you're going to pull in a frequency, you think of the coded number 777, reach up, pull it in, hold 777, and say, I'm pulling in 777 frequency to me. Activate, accelerate, snap it in. You have to snap it in. Activate, accelerate. You'll feel that rush of energy moving through you. Okay? You'll feel that energy. The next one I want everyone to have, because they're trying to do another craziness again. You're going to move into anyone with asthma. You're going to move into that number of 7344. 7344. So 7344 right here is the point for releasing the lungs for asthma. Right between the clavicle, that little dip right there. Moves into a circular motion with this, clockwise, and say 7344. Snap it in, activate, accelerate. Okay, put that in. Your next one for corona, SARS. There's one in here for that too. I thought that was really something. The number for that is going to be 9918. 9918. Pull in 9918. Snap it in, activate. Now you can take these same codes, write them on a glass with a Sharpie and circle it. Put your water into it and let the water charge that frequency. Drink that water. Your cells are going to quantumly, energetically, frequency, note that energy into the cells, and your cells will take in that frequency of what you wrote on your glass. Not something covered like this. You need glass. It doesn't work the same as strong if you're doing it on a plastic. you want to do it on a glass bottle or a glass, okay, to get that frequency. Your next one, for anything flu-like, also make sure you get yourself copper. Copper is going to be your friend this winter. Trust me on that. I'm not kidding when I say that. So your next one's going to be moving into that swine. They're talking about in China that there's another breakout, which is an old timeline that they keep repeating. Okay, listen to the timeline. The old timelines hold the Mandela effect. You give yourself permission to step into the new timeline energy that's anchoring into 5, moving into the 5th dimension. You can definitely ask for that, and you can say, I am consciously moving myself into the true energy of Mother Earth, the true one. I am moving myself out of the false one. I am no longer connected to the false energy. But watch out, because when you move into the true energy, everything becomes very high definition. Your senses really start to acclimate. They really go up. So be aware of that. So the numbers for swine is going to be 413, 432, 663, 839, 995. So these numbers run in threes. So those numbers again is 413, 432, 663, 839, 995. You pick what number pops out at you. The reason why I give it to you like that, so you can start trusting yourself and not have any doubt. When you work with frequencies and you pull that energy in, you have to already know it's there and be done with it. There's no, did I do it right? No. Put it on the glass, put the water in it, be done with it. It's done. It's a done deal. Trust me on that. So then for adrenals, your adrenals, you want to support your adrenals because that energy, when it goes up, it moves into that adrenals. Your adrenal numbers are going to be 2250. 2250. As we move into this frequency energy, you might feel sleepy, you might feel tired, you might feel some nausea, you might feel like, oh, forget it, I'm just going to stay in a bed. I want you to take yourself, get into a medicine bath or a medicine shower, get that water on your body, put your crystals on, get yourself cleared up, and start working with that energy of clearing out anything that needs to be cleared out. So you're going to use the colors of magenta, violet, or gold, spiral energy to come in to move things out. Marty did a wonderful one of the black and a yellow that comes in to spiral things out, and that diamond white light. When you're a practitioner or a spiral light, your spiral light team that you get indoctrinated into, because you're working with activated plasma on 11th dimension. That's where this comes from. So you're moving that energy into your body or helping with others when you're a conduit activating it. Okay. So anybody else need a frequency on something else while I have the book open? Please type it into the bar so I can see it right here. I'm so glad you guys popped on. So please like and share this video, because these next few days until we get to the 7th is crucial, because it's actually setting us up for a Lionsgate of 888. So it's setting us up for that. Is everyone good? I don't see any movement here. Has everybody got it? Are we good? Okay. So I'm going to stop you with that. I'm going to tell you, get your rose water so you have it. Get it. If you need to get support for your body, now's a good time to get the B12 with the folic acid. Folic acid will give you support for your glands as well as hair support, nervous system support. Get that on hand if you've been feeling tired. And please remember your chlorophyll or taking spirulina, especially between now and up to the 7th. You're going to be calibrating, integrating on the 8th and 9th of whatever you're pulling in on the 7th. And anything that can help support thyroid. Okay. Keep in mind, stay hydrated because the solar flares, that energy is coming in and it's going to be activating. All right, lovelies. I delivered it. Any questions before I go? I'm so excited. Oh, I found a birthday purse. I thought this was funny. It says Lucky Brand, and it has 4-leaf clover on it, and it's leather. Yes, look, Lucky Brand. I said, oh, that should be fun. Have to bless it up. Smells. I love leather. My other purse, Tear. You know I only use that one for business, Tear. All right, everyone. I hope you got the message. I hope everything is good. And I want everyone to be good to themselves. I'm not seeing anything in the bar. Thank you so much for coming and watching. I really wanted you to hear the story. Thank you for your love and your support and your prayers and your yoga breath to help her flip that switch. She still has some time. I'm supposed to be going out. I'm not sure what date. We're talking about it. I'll give him my info tomorrow and let him know if I'm going to be available. But I need to go out and do the last part of the medicine with her. And so she can stay anchored. That's the trick. Staying anchored in that light. All right. Are you good? Is everybody good? Everybody lovely? Good job. All right. Anything you want to know about me, please. My books are on Amazon. Go to 7elements.net. You can hit that button. It'll take you straight there. Instagram, there's a button on my Instagram, Priestess Mekayla, MEKALA 333. Hit the button there. My services are all listed on my webpage. If you need anything about Spiral Light, the books, Spiral Light is definitely available. So you can learn about those codes, how Spiral Light really works. All right. I am going to now have something delicious to eat. And then I'm going to chit chat with you and you and you. All right, lovelies. Thank you for being your divine self. Thank you for coming to the Tribe of Be So Light. Like and share. Be the blessed light that you want to see in the world. Step into yourself and do what you came here to do. No doubts, just be the magical you. All right, lovelies. Bye.